Hello, my name is Krista Kay, and I'm on a mission to help everyone get photo organized. If that's you and you have tons of old photos or a phone full of pictures, hit subscribe. And I'm going to keep sharing my best tips and tricks to get you photo organized. Today, I'm talking about one of my favorite photo organizing tools. That's the Epson FastFoto scanner. I'm going to be talking about the 5 reasons why I think it is by far the best option to get a digital copy of all of your old print photos. I'm going to list that down below in the caption, so check it out if you want to see more about the product itself. That'll be linked down below, but I'm also going to link my free photo resource guide. This is a complete list of all of my favorite photo organizing tools. It's dozens, I think nearly 70 products at this point that I've tested and that I use personally and that I love. So check those both out down below. And now let's go ahead and talk about this Epson FastFoto scanner and why I think it's phenomenal. Okay, hopefully if you are here, you agree that it's so important that you get a digital copy of your old print photos. You need to get those dusty boxes out and start scanning those old pictures. They're just not safe stored away in the closet or especially not in the attic. Time is going to start deteriorating them. So pull out those old boxes and start getting those photos ready to scan. The one thing people always ask me is what is the best scanner though? And I always recommend this Epson FastFoto scanner. I think it's the best tool for most photo projects. And there's 5 reasons why that is. Number 1 is because of its speed. It is so very fast. It's significantly faster than any other scanner that I've tried. One of the main reasons is that you can take an entire stack of photos. You can take 30 or even more, stick them in a stack and just hit scan and it's going to scan them. Other feeder scanners require you to scan one at a time. So you're going to stand there and place them in one at a time. I was able to scan this stack of almost 100 pictures. I think it was about 98 pictures. I scanned all of those within 2 minutes. Now that same stack in a scanner where you'd have to feed them through would likely have taken me closer to 15 minutes. And on a flatbed scanner, you have to place them down one at a time. And then, you're talking probably even 30 minutes to have scanned that same group of photos. Now, that's all fine if all you have is 100 pictures, but most people have a photo collection a lot larger than that. So when you're talking about a couple thousand photos, it's the difference between an afternoon and a month. So I highly suggest this. If for no other reason, the speed is the main reason why you need it. It's worth every penny. So I would say reason number 1 is that this scanner is fast. Reason number 2 is that it's simple to use. I've taught people that have never even used a scanner before how to use the scanner, and they were using it so quickly with no trouble whatsoever. So I really think it's super user-friendly, very simple to use. I would suggest anybody, even somebody who's not really comfortable with a lot of technology, I think they would be perfectly fine with this scanner. So I definitely love it because it's not complicated at all. Reason number 3 is actually one of my favorite features on this scanner, and that's the color correcting option. It takes old photos that are discolored or faded and it enhances those colors. They look even better than when you started. You have the option to scan both as an original version and with the color enhancement, and then you can choose after if you like how it's turned out. I find that most of the time I like the color enhanced version better. I found even pictures into the 90s, their colors just had shifted a little bit or they were a little more faded, and it really just gave the photos extra vibrance. So I keep it on all the time and I love how it color enhances photos. Number 4 might be controversial. I believe this scanner is very cost effective and affordable for what it does. Now, it's not cheap. I'm not going to pretend like it is. But if you have old photos and you were to opt to send them in to be digitized through a service, you would pay thousands of dollars. And if you're going with a budget scanner, maybe a flatbed scanner, you're talking about hundreds of hours potentially of your time that is used. So while I wouldn't call it cheap by any means, I definitely think it is a very, very affordable method to quickly get digital copies of all of your old photos. And reason number 5 is probably the most underrated thing that this scanner does. It helps you organize as you're scanning. Now, first it's going to let you name the folder, name your file, anything you want. But after you finish scanning 1 year of photos or 1 month of photos or one subject, you move on to the next. You just can quickly start another folder and it starts putting those photos into that folder. When you're all done, you have separate folders for separate years or separate events, and it's all neatly organized. I love this about this scanner, and it makes that so easy. There you have it. That's my 5 reasons why I think this scanner is phenomenal. Comment down below. Let me know, have you started that photo organizing project, or where are you in this process? It is so important that you get a digital copy of all of those old photos. So let me know down in the comments if you need help, if you're at a point where you just don't know where to go next. I'm always happy to talk photo organizing and happy to offer additional help and resources to make sure that you get that safe digital copy of all of your old print photos.